Okay, so this is one of those videos that I kind of just planned last minute, and I hope that this can inspire at least one person. Just a disclaimer, this mic is not actually connected to anything, it's just for dramatic effect. But let's just get into what I wanted to share. So a couple days ago, I was thinking of buying a poster for my bedroom, and I just remember my mind racing with all these thoughts that were telling me that my bedroom was not good enough, and adding these posters wouldn't make my bedroom perfect. It would only make my bedroom look slightly better. And I know that sounds really, really irrational, but these thoughts that I was having were one of the key factors that were making me reluctant to buy posters for my room. And then it hit me that these posters actually represent a bigger feeling that a lot of us face, and it's that feeling that we have to be perfect. In my example, not every inch of my room has to be Pinterest worthy and the same shade of grey and white, but from a more practical perspective, you yourself don't always have to be perfect. When I say perfect, I mean the idea that the media tells us that if you act in a certain way, you have to also dress in a way that matches that, and you have to speak in a way that matches that. Like, for example, if you like rock music, you have to dress like someone who usually likes rock music. And you basically have to fit into the stereotypical standards of how your personality should look or behave. And just to preface, when I say you don't have to be perfect, I'm not saying that you shouldn't chase your goals and dreams, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't try to be your best perfect. And just to preface, when I say that you don't have to be perfect, I just mean that you don't. And just to preface, when I say that you don't have to be perfect, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be the best version of yourself. So the truth is, being perfect in the sense that I talked about doesn't actually win you any points, and it can even self-sabotage your future self. If you put yourself in a certain box to act a certain way, and do certain things and wear certain clothes that all are in the same category of who you're supposed to be, you're actually limiting yourself to so many opportunities and discovering new things about yourself that could shape your identity. And the problem is, you're doing all these things because of the fear of not looking cohesive and being perceived as the absolute best all the time. Another danger of striving to be perfect is that you will limit yourself from doing things that could lead you to potential failure. But the truth is, the most successful people failed many, many, many more times than they succeeded. If we take a look at the people that maybe we admire, or really successful people, they didn't just stay put. They didn't just do what was expected, and they didn't just stay in their comfort zone. They took risks, and they did things that could look imperfect. They did things that could make them seem weak. But at the end of the day, the end result is that if you take those steps to do things that can be awkward and embarrassing, and that may be seen as failures, you can actually end up at a much, much, much better place. Okay, so take someone like Steve Jobs, the creator of Apple. He was very, very smart and intelligent, and he was in university, a really, really good university, but he dropped out of university very quickly because he felt like that wasn't the right place for him, and that wasn't the right place for him to be able to achieve his best ideas because of how rigid he felt the school system was. Now, I'm not saying that dropping out of school is the way to be successful, but what I am saying is that you can do things that to other people might seem radical, but if you know that the thing that you're doing in the moment is going to lead you to a better place, then you should do it. I want the takeaway of this video to be a reminder that you have to step out of your comfort zone, even if it makes you look bad. You have to do uncomfortable things that don't match your aesthetic. Taking risks and being different and being unlike the stereotypes is what will make you stand out. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that don't be perfect, be perfectly imperfect.